What's going on? What's going on, man? It's your boy, me and Melly in the building, coming at y'all with another video. Listen, man, this year has been one of my greatest tests. I have been tested so much this year. It's been a battle, man. Like, it's really been a battle. Like, the beginning of the year, you know, things was going good, but it's also, it just was a struggle to continue to move forward. I was working 2 jobs, bro, just to, you know what I mean, like, try to make ends meet, and to try to get ahead. So I'm working 2 jobs, also while still trying to stay focused on the things that, you know, I want to do, as far as, you know, bring you all videos, staying in the gym, like making sure that I'm taking care of myself as well. And it's actually, that was hard. That's hard to do, man. That's hard to do, especially when you working all morning and then you working all night. Like, you really have to find time to dedicate yourself to the gym. You have to find time to dedicate yourself to your purpose, and it's not easy. It's not easy. You gotta really want it. You know, I had a lot of ups and downs with different jobs and, you know, different situations. Just a lot, man. And got something in my eye. But I've learned that when you're trying, you don't have to be the best. You don't have to be the superior one. You don't have to be the noble one, but you have to be trying. When God sees you trying, He's going to bless you. He's going to look out for you. You're going to be in His favor because you're trying. So even through all the ups and downs that I've experienced this year, which overall to me, this was another year for me that was a year of faith. It tested my faith. Even when things got tough, I had to keep my faith. I'm talking about not knowing if I'm gonna be able to pay my rent, because I'm going from one job, you know what I mean, and to the next, because I'm thinking everything is going smooth. I'm at this job, and then they come in 2-3 weeks later, oh yeah, we're gonna be laying y'all off. So now you just like, damn, like, I just had to leave my last job, and y'all come in here and tell me y'all finna lay me off too? Like, just those hurdles of not knowing, you know, what's next, you know. But God has a funny way of moving you to a new situation. He don't care if you're not ready. He don't care if you're not ready. It's about when He's ready. It's about when the universe is ready. It's about when you're not moving in your purpose, or you're not in a space that you don't even want to be in. Only time will tell, especially when you're trying and you're trying to be righteous. You're trying to, you know, you're trying your best to stay on a path of faith. You're gonna get moved around. You're gonna get shifted around. That's just how it is. You know what I mean? That's just how it is. You're gonna get shifted around. So you don't have to be the greatest, but if you're trying. For me, I feel like I got through this year because I kept trying. I kept practicing semen retention. And one thing I learned about semen retention, when you're on that journey and when you're trying, no weapon formed against you will prosper. No weapon. When you're on semen retention. It's been like that for me since I started practicing semen retention. My life used to be way more worse than this. Well, it ain't worse now, but I have an amazing life, man. I'm grateful. Like, I wake up, I do what I want to do. I pray. I just came back from the gym, went to the grocery store, got some groceries, finna make some breakfast. Like, I really don't have nothing to complain about. It's the small things that we let get in our way sometimes, and we forget how blessed we really are. But there was a time when I didn't know what I really was doing with my life. You know, I know I wanted to do music. I was chasing the music scene. I was, you know, photography and things like that. You know, and I still have a passion to do those things. I just have to find a way how, I have to find my way back to it. I'm always loved doing that. But it was a time where I didn't know, you know, myself. You know what I mean? You know, I was more in love with the people who I attach myself to versus being in love with myself. And, you know, and that's not a good feeling, because when that person leaves or when the people around you is no longer there, you got to sit with yourself and you got to figure out how to love yourself, you know, and that can lead you into a depression, which many times, you know, I've been led into a depression. You know, there's been times where I didn't love myself, but practicing semen retention is the ultimate self-love. It's the ultimate key to self-love. It shows you how to love yourself. Just like fasting from certain foods, you're taking time to appreciate your body, you know? Same thing with semen retention. You're taking time to appreciate yourself. You're not just giving yourself to this person, to that person. You're not just depleting yourself. So when you're on this journey and you're at least trying, what I mean about trying is, you know, you go a few days, you might, you know, you fall back, because this is a battle. You know, these low spirits are out here. You know, these evil spirits are out here. You know, the temptation is out here. The distraction is out here. So it's definitely a battle, you know. But if you're trying, if you're not just saying, you know what, it's over with for me, I'm not going to try no more. If you're not saying that, you will still be in God's favor. But if you give up, that's when, you know, you're going to start to see your life really become hell, because you submitted to that lower energy. You submitted to hell, you know, your lower self. So everything around you is going to become that. The way you think, everything around you is going to become the way you think. As a man think, so is he, right? So everything you think on a low frequency, when you're submitting to living a hell type of life, a lower type of life, your reality will show that. Everything is going to go bad, everything. But when you're trying, when you're trying to walk a righteous path, things will start to look better, and God will have you in his favor, because he sees you trying. He sees you trying. You're not perfect. Nobody is perfect. So when you mess up and when you slip up, when you have a relapse, when you get off your streak, you're still in his favor. As long as you get back up. As long as you get back up. Now, if you decide not to get back up and continue on the journey, then, you know, that's on you. You know? But if you get back up and continue the journey, you'll be in his favor. And that's why I say no weapon formed against you shall prosper when you're on this journey, because a lot of weapons done formed against me, but they never won. Like, since I've started this journey, like, I've always overcame my battles. I've always overcame my battles. In 2021, went through a dark time. You know what I mean? I found out that a woman that was supposedly having my child, I found out that the child wasn't mine. You know what I mean? And throughout that whole journey of being by that woman's side, you know, she never could come out and just tell me, you know what, this baby isn't yours. You know, this is a possibility, you know, that it's not yours. You know, she told me that at the end of the journey, and it was just like, it was already too late, because I already made up in my mind, like, you know, this baby is mine. But just having that reality check, once I did the test, man, that crushed me. You know what I'm saying? That crushed me. But the whole time, not the whole time, but majority of the time when I was going through that journey, I was practicing semen retention. You know what I mean? I was developing myself, because I knew a war was coming. So I was getting ready. I was in the gym. I was mentally preparing myself. I was reading. I was practicing semen retention. You know, I slipped up a few times along the journey, but I kept going. And that's what I mean about the God having favor on you, the universe having favor on you, the universe watching you when you going through your battles. And if it wasn't for me being on semen retention, I don't think I would have made it through that dark time in my life. I don't think I would have made it. I know I wouldn't have made it, because the devil comes to you in your darkest times and persuade you, you know, to walk with him. Not saying, you know, I would have been dead or anything like that, but I probably wouldn't be doing this. I'd probably just be on a whole different path. You know what I mean? Living within my lower self. You know, but just through that experience alone, I sometimes sit back like, damn, how did I make it through that? You know what I mean? And sometimes I still have thoughts about that, you know, situation. But, you know, because it's a process, you know. I'm still healing, you know, but I'm just glad to be here, you know what I'm saying? Because I know people that been through that situation, things like that, and, you know, they didn't make it out, or it was too late down the line. They found out later on, you know, their child is not theirs, and, you know, it hit them even harder. You know what I mean? At least I was able to catch it before I claimed the child, which something she wanted me to do. You know what I mean? At least I was able to have discernment, and I was like, nah, because it was a toxic situation anyway. So we was together 1 minute, then we split, or whatever the case may be. But, you know, that's what, you know, I was made out to believe. She told me, like, yeah, you know, it's yours. So I had to deal with that, man. Like, I don't wish that on nobody, man. I don't wish that on nobody, but something told me, I say around before the baby was born, something told me, like, bro, you gotta get on this journey. You gotta get back on your semen retention. You gotta start back getting focused. You gotta get locked in, because a war is coming. And I listened to myself. I listened to that intuition, my inner God, you know, my conscious, my God, talking to me, telling me, get focused, because a battle is coming. And I remember, even after the battle, I did slip up. You know what I'm saying? I did relapse. After the battle, I was on a long streak too. But, you know, I just had so much going on. It was like, man, I gotta feel some type of joy. But that made it worse when I relapsed. But I got back up and kept going. You know what I mean? And I'm here right now to let y'all know, no weapon formed against you will prosper on this journey. Nothing. The enemy, not saying the enemies and the hard times is not going to come. It's going to come. You know what I mean? It's always going to be times come. You've already been chosen since from the time you was born. A lot of us experience trauma from the time we was born, like me. From the time I was born, I was chosen. Had to go through foster care, lost my dad at 5. You know what I mean? Lost my mom in the foster, you know what I'm saying? I'm in the foster care system. Like, at a young age, I was already being attacked from every area because the devil already knew, like, oh shit, we got one of them ones. We got to get them early. You know what I mean? And I'm not supposed to be sitting right here with y'all right now, man. I done been through so much stuff. Like, I used to think I wasn't gonna make it to 18. I turned 18, I used to be like, man, I ain't gonna make it to 21. Here I am sitting here, 29 years old, and I made it, you know what I mean, this far. So I know I'm chosen. I know I'm favored. And now I got this information, and I gotta share it with y'all because I feel like this is what I gotta do. You know what I mean? And one of my friends, we was talking about this information, semen retention, and she was telling me, like, this may be your calling, because I was letting her know, like, I don't always just want to talk about this. And I was like, but it is powerful, and I see that a lot of people project to it when I do talk about it. And she was like, you know, maybe that's your calling, because it's not really a lot of men that's practicing it. You know what I mean? And I'm like, damn, you know, that might be true. It might be true. But I just want y'all to know, man, if you're going through something, get on semen retention. Get on semen retention. If you just got out of a bad relationship, get on semen retention. You just lost your job, you just, you know, you out of luck, you down bad, get on semen retention. Not saying just get on it because everything's gonna change, you know, drastically. I'm just saying, like, it's gonna help you along the way. It's gonna keep you focused off of the lust, off of the temptation. I say get on semen retention and get off your phone, get off of social media. Those two combinations right there, it get you a long way. You add the gym to that, those 3 things, man, you're gonna see the things around you start to change, because you're now walking in a different light. So the world has to bend to what you're projecting. It's the law of the universe. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's why no weapon prospers when you're on this journey and when you're trying. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to come to y'all with that quick message. Hope y'all having a blessed day. Y'all stay blessed, stay wise. It's your boy Millionaire Melly in the building. Make sure y'all like and subscribe, comment, and I'll catch you on the next video. You feed me, I'm gone.